Good afternoon from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's 1:46 p.m. on the 17th of March 2024. I've had a busy morning. I got up at 8 o'clock-ish and got stuck into polishing my copper pots in my kitchen, so everything's bright and cheerful again. Still got a fair bit to do, but I got tired, so I thought I'll come and make a video instead and go back to finish off the polishing later. So, but I've got a lot done today and I'm very pleased with my progress. I just feel tired. But anyway, today's memories of even date, the 17th of March 2024, are entitled "Love Grows Like a Weed with the Comfort of Curious Little Children and Unconditionally Loving Pets." Here's a ring I made out of a silver spoon handle. And I tried to engrave the word magic into it, but I don't have gravers, so I didn't do a very good job. But one day, when I'm grown up and have more money, I'm going to buy proper gravers and I'll do a proper bloody job of it. But anyway, I wear it as it is, and I had another scratch at it since then, and it's okay. Look, what can you expect from an amateur who didn't have the correct tools? But I know I can improve, and that's the trick, people, knowing what you can improve on. So I made that ring on the 16th of March 2022, so 2 years ago and 1 day ago. 17th of March 2023. It was 37 degrees Celsius today. I went outside to my soldering station and melted silver. Excuse me. Both attempts at casting, I don't know what's annoying my chest, but anyway. Both attempts at casting failed today. I am very upset. 3 failed attempts now, which is very, very frustrating. And I posted photos because I was posting them on the Women's Metalsmith Collective, and they were teaching me, giving me hints and guidance and teaching me to where I've gone wrong each time and how I could improve. And they were really wonderful, and they are a wonderful group. So if you're a woman and you want to learn metal smithing or silversmithing or anything to do with metal smithing, there's so many wonderful women in that group. But yes. Here I posted another photo of my fail. And I wrote, "It looks like another fail. It's 8:26 p.m. I need it to cool down to open it," meaning the flask, the canister that you put the mould into. "Silver flowed everywhere. Grr. I'll post in the comment section the final fail when I can get it out of the flask, because I already knew it was a fail." And I kind of have to laugh because it even looked like a little tiny demon climbing out of this canister, letting me know, "Ha, you failed again, Tanya Aarons." I was starting to have this entire sort of spiritual relationship with my silver and my Delft clay. It was getting very spiritual. But anyway, I have improved since then, but even now sometimes I still fail. It's not always perfect, and I have trouble making rings, and I don't know why. So there is that. I still have to practice a fair bit with that, I think. 17th of March 2022. Beautiful moon tonight. The whole garden is bathed in bright moonlight. Gorgeous. I woke up at 3 a.m. worrying about the fact that I am totally unprepared for any war crisis or other emergency. Spirit showed me that I need a backpack with a sleeping bag and a carry cage for Charlie. I could use a cat carrier. I don't have room to store stuff like that anyway. It was like a moment of panic. I got woken up for that. Bejesus. So I posted all my memories and smiled at both the horror and the whimsy. Time to gird my loins with strength and bloody well go back to sleep. And I still haven't bought a sleeping bag or a backpack. I still haven't bought prepping supplies. Like I wanted to get, what are they called? Those life straws where you can drink through the straw and it decontaminates water, and so you can have fresh drinking water. Still need to buy those. I talked about buying, so I'm not pointing at you people. And I still need to, really have a few emergency supplies put by. But, because I never have enough money, I can't really plan for my future, can I? I just have to wing it like everyone else is. And it's a bit frightening. But I will have to look at buying a good quality sleeping bag one day, because I figure at least if I have one of those, if I go for a long drive in the car, I can always, sleep in the car in my sleeping bag or something like that. But yes, it's strange when I get woken up in the middle of the night with anxiety and worries about things that I don't really need to be worrying about at this point in time. I mean, life's difficult enough without stressing yourself out over doom and gloom scenarios. (17th of March 2021). My gas bill was $307.81, which is outrageous since I only use it's used for my heating for my showers and cooking, and I don't cook all that often, not $307.81 worth. So it was a bit of a scam they were running. But anyway, I rang AGL to complain how high it is. She had me read the meter reading correct. Yet I am using more gas than a household of 5 people, ? Doesn't make sense, does it? I don't cook more often or shower more often. It's truly insane. She offered me a $50 credit after arguing that the meter readings are accurate. I still think something is wrong either with my gas supply or meter. I don't smell gas, but have felt extremely fatigued in recent months. Situation the same. I am in credit as I pay fortnightly out of my pension with bill smoothing, but even so, just the supply charge for 100 days was $121. $1.21 a day. It's just so absurd. It's raining again. 17th of March 2020. Damn. Mojo Burning has been cancelled on the 28th of March due to the coronavirus. Once again I have been sabotaged from attending, this time by a disease. Oh well, better luck next year. 17th of March 2019. Trigger warning. Vulnerable, old, shitty woman stuff. Oh, anyway, you'll find out. I'm feeling weak and ill as the Movacal or whatever, however you pronounce that stuff. The hospital demanded I take on Friday, a week before my surgery procedure, is playing havoc with me. I want to curl up and die, and this is only the pre-prep. Wait until Wednesday and Thursday morning when the real prep happens. Fuck my life. This was prepping for a colonoscopy, people. Even my teeth are singing like discordant cracked glass, like a vibration from deep within my being. I guess that's where the natty expression, "I'm sick to my back teeth," comes from. I must remember I am not my body, but there is nothing quite as mortifying and earthing as chronic diarrhea. They insisted I take this stuff so my diverticulosis doesn't clog up the view. Cunts. I hate them so much, I really do. Oh, and the prep has aspartame in it, so no wonder every time I go through this ordeal, I feel weak for weeks after, sometimes 2 months. It's not just because of the epic shitting and the after effects of the anaesthetic. I have decided this will be my last colonoscopy. I am not putting my body through this again. It's bullshit. Well, actual Tanya shit. The low fibre diet is awful too. Why am I even alive? This is so horribly, horribly inconvenient. 17th of March 2018. African tulip tree in bloom at sacred space. You can just kind of make out the orange flowers all over it. Looked very pretty. My beautiful daughter asked me to meet her for a late lunch at Carindale on the spur of the moment. So I did. I just dropped her off to work. It was a nice surprise to spend some time with her. I can't seem to sleep, as often happens after dancing out my demons all night. Post-adrenal high, which is often followed by a death-like spiral into depression for a few days. But I got this momentous awakening in my heart and mind and hands, holding on to the passion and joy for as long as I can, as everything has its season. Awesome. Today is my nephew. Well, he's actually my ex-husband's nephew, blood nephew. He's no blood relative to me. Well, he is to my kids. He's their cousin, but what I'm saying is he's not really my nephew, only by marriage, and I'm not married anymore. So, ta-da! Anyway, they dropped me like a hot cake for no reason except that I'm poor and ill and vulnerable. Bit of a family tradition there, isn't it? The cunts. Anyway, today is my nephew's birthday. He was actually born on St. Paddy's Day. He visited me in January with his wife and children. It was intensely emotional, given we had not seen each other for 30 years and the evil acrimony between his uncle and his parents and myself. Crystal was suspicious of his intentions and told me she felt the need to protect me. Interestingly, the proof is in the pudding. I haven't heard from him since. All good. I had a happy time with him for 2 days. Happy memories of him as a child reflected in his children. Happy memories of my parents-in-law who were in my life such a short time, but who were generous and kind to me. It brought closure and deep soul healing. In fact, while we were all gathered around my dining table, and I spoke of how my father-in-law, Harry, had literally haunted his family home shortly after his death, my dining table lifted in the air about 6 inches. But my God, but even my daughter's paternal line had great spiritual mana. I must remember that my family are witches and Kabbalists, time travellers, dowsers, and yes, sighs, often berserkers and homeless wanderers. With great power and or magic comes great responsibility, and it's not an easy path to walk in the company of daemons and angels and to fly amongst the Sephirot, to boldly go where no sane, ordinary person would ever dare venture. But Hashem, that means God, has always brought me the closure, the understanding, the vindication and validations, and even the trembling trepidation of seeing beyond the masked and cloaked crusaders, the beautiful, naked, fragile soul longing for love underneath. One I love very much came to watch me again last night. True loves, but strange and fearful of the power of the Tanya's unconditional, but not blind, love. Time and karma will resolve that bathos. I rise and shine in my own joy. They try to destroy me out of envy and spite, but in the end they got nothing but a slowly decaying degeneration. My time has come to be my own light and accept with grace my path that stumbled and humbled me, but with full cognizance that God has always lifted me up from ground zero and allowed me to heal, to rejoice, and to grow into a beautiful soul that inspires and is blessed. Dancing as fast and as wildly and passionately as I can, surrounded by true friends who enhance my life, free and joyous, most of all, loved. Nothing lost in the Ein Sof awe. We all return again and again, different forms and light bodies, same eternal love and spirit, grateful. Another awesome night. Thank you, Hashem, the angels, and my beautiful earth angels who rock out with me. Fabulous. Now I resume being a jaded, exhausted, somewhat bitter, sour, cantankerous older woman, in brackets, crone, and unfurl my cramped tootsies in the hot, hot bath. Fucking formidable en français. Mais oui, c'est ça. C'est la vie de la Tanya. Beaucoup d'amour de l'espace sacré. So I said, fucking formidable in French, but yes, so it is. It's the life of the Tanya, lots of love from sacred space. Man, I even had one of my beautiful trans friends offer to kiss me with her tongue. So I told her rather coyly she was a cheeky girl, and we laughed. If I start kissing the punters and perambulators, dancers, voyeurs, and assorted schmucks, they will all want some. Anyway, no one got hurt tonight. Excuse me. Oh, Sometimes I have a little bit of a moment's warning, sometimes I don't. Anyway, no one got hurt tonight. Mackenzie played well, even if they did start the night off with Gidget-type songs. By the way, Mama T has no feet. My insensible shoes almost killed me, but still I jived and stomped, irresistible, relentlessly resilient, or summit like that. Happy St. Patrick's Day for the wee folk and the inhabitants of the Emerald Isles, when Irish eyes are smiling, pipes are calling, and oops, Donald, where's your trousers? That last one be a Scottish melody, as no fine upstanding Irishman would ever lose his trews. Blarney, mumble, mumble, say what? Woke up at 8:30 a.m, a few hours sleep. I have been sitting out in the morning sunshine, kissing Charlie copiously, or he is kissing me. Happy bird. I am so tired but very content, but one more cup of tea and I will attempt more sleep. My friend Louise Winton wrote, I love the way you write so expressively and eloquently, kiss. And I replied, thanks, sweetheart, kiss. I don't think that was particularly eloquent. No, oh well. Eloquency is in the eyes of the reader, I suppose. But she's a very sweet, supportive friend. She's an Irish woman who lives in Manchester, England. And she's Jewish. A bit more observant and religious than me, though, but she's Jewish and Irish. And her family came from Lithuania originally to Ireland. Probably escaping pogroms, right? So, yes. 17th of March 2017. Oh my God, rain. So it's kind of ironic that we've got quite a few showers today. It is a glorious morning. Louise sent me a photo of her gorgeous daffodils this morning. Spring has sprung in England. I had a rough night. Leg pain, root canal tooth pain, had to pee all night as I drank a lot of water last night as it was so humid. So not much sleep, but still, in spite of my pain problems, I am happy. I see the dentist on 21st of March, so hopefully that will end the pain in the grumbling tooth. Pain in leg will go away, probably when my former father's ashes arrive. Life will go on. Life is the greatest gift I have, so I intend to enjoy what is left of it. Here's a photo of that Louise sent me of her beautiful daffodils from her beautiful garden there in England in springtime. I've got a bone in my back of my neck that keeps cracking because I mosh too hard again. I always tell myself, stop moshing, Tanya, you're an old lady. But then after, when we get to the third set and all the hard rock happens and I get terribly excited, I mosh and I do it anyway, so I'm never going to learn. I'm self-defeating. I'm a mosher. I'm a rock chick. I'm a crazy old lady, but I'm enjoying my life, what is left of it. 17th of March 2016. Lucy visited this evening. She just left. I gave her an old mirror from my mother, which she can fix up, a tapestry and a Japanese mother-of-pearl picture. She was rapt. She has bought herself a little car, 1999 Hyundai. It is good to see her have wheels again. Lucy was my former friend's daughter who had a history of heroin addiction, and she was also a survivor of horrendous child sexual abuse and a kidnapping when she was only 14. So we used to try and look after each other. Lucy would come and visit me occasionally and keep a bit of an eye out for me, which was kind of her, and I'd keep an eye out for her, which was kind of me. But in the end it all got a bit much, really. So there is that. Just try to pump up the bike tyres. No go, all out of puff. I will have to take the bike to a servo, and perhaps it needs a new inner tube. I thought I might ride Crystal's bike, but it may need repairs first. I will buy a bike hook to hang it up, as it will be tidier and preserve the tyres, which I didn't get round to doing anyway. I feel weak as a kitten and sweat is pouring off me. I think a storm is coming, as it is very humid. Humid or hormonal? I can't always tell the difference. I might as well not have put clothes on. Only been up and dressed for a few hours and need a shower and a clothing change already. Happy St. Patrick's Day to the smiling Irish eyes. 3:22. Dear Goddess, you can tell I'm tired, stumbling over my own words. 3:22 p.m. Awake and Adam doing washing while still hacking my lungs up. I had to double my dose of Seroquel at 4 a.m. to get to sleep, as prednisone makes your mind race. Not feeling much better, as I had bad coughing fits after seeing Lucy off at 2:30 a.m. The damp night air. Still, I'm taking all the medications, and with more rest, hopefully will start to get better in a few more days. I have a repeat for the antibiotics if I don't. 2:56 a.m. Another smashing headache from another severe coughing fit. Not fucking cool. I will be glad when this illness leaves me. 17th of March 2015, 1:25 a.m. I had a wonderful night with my Crystal and Jared. Crystal brought rum, so I made a rum bubba. I had also bought a small cheesecake, but as Crystal is lactose free, I made the rum bubba with coconut milk. It turned out great. Jared made us a delicious barbecue on the Weber. Sausages, chicken nibbles, baked potatoes and sweet corn. He also bought the ingredients for a delicious salad made with goat's cheese for Crystal. After dinner, we watched a TV show. That's because Crystal's very badly lactose intolerant, so we had to use goat's cheese. After dinner, we watched a TV show called A Haunting of various celebrities, which I found very interesting. Harvey enjoyed chasing the possums and hanging out with Socks and Mushu. Everyone was happy. I had epic hay fever all day, which was the only dampener, excuse the pun. 17th of March 2014. Awake at last. New day, new life, new hopes. Ramon meets Harvey, and it is well kiss-met. Harvey, the man, was terrified, laughing my ass off. He was a very, very anxious and nervous little dog. A new paradigm was shifted between natural-born predator and prey. They even have similar colouring. And look, it's just so cute, but you can see the fear in his eyes. Our little Harvey's in Valhalla now, but oh my goodness. He was actually terrified of a rabbit. And being a fox terrier is meant to be a natural-born hunter. I think they used to catch rats. So him being terrified of a rabbit was just so cute and adorable. And little Ramon worked it all to his highest potential, winding up the dog. It was delightful. Happy Purim, victory over oppression, this time led by a woman, Queen Esther, wife of I can't pronounce it, oh dear goddess, Ahasuerus, got there in the end. Oh, and happy St. Patrick's Day. The man who drove snakes out of Ireland, lol. This wood snake, I'm a wood snake in Chinese astrology. This wood snake is going back to her lavish boudoir to shed old skins while my wolf totem honours the fulsome full moon with my urge for wildness and smiles at the shiny wide eyes of my cat, who also succumbs to the full moon and was playing like a kitten until she threw up on my rug. Noise, noise. The howling is complete, satiated, happy and free. Now, how could the howling have been complete? That was 2014. Okay. Not long, bugger. Not long to go now until I get to see Sons of Anarchy. Silver ticket. Gail bought it for me. She is gold and gets to meet and greet. We are so excited. I might even meet a modern day Viking there. Bikers, yum. Seems only truly wild men know how to treat me with genuine caring and respect. Licks lips. I love men who love me the right way. I never have to drop a biker on the floor or throw them over my shoulder. They know better than to sexually harass me. Only problem is they're often so shy or aloof I don't realise they want me until it's too late. Ha ha ha. A venue full of wild, woolly, slightly gaga men will be so entertaining. I'm just going to sit back and people watch, which is basically what I did when I finally got to that event. Penny has taken over the guest room, which was previously Zulu's domain. He would not be happy about this. All hail the new Queen of Holland Park. She has finally claimed her boudoir when she is not sleeping beside the mama, that is. And there she is, stretched out on the spare bed, being queen of the spare bedroom, which used to be Zulu's domain, his room. So yes, it's kind of cute that she chose to lie in there, probably missing him if truth be known. I was just lying outside on the grass, trying to ground myself and meditate as my emotions are still running very high. I have vacuumed the front lounge room and needed a rest. So I'm out there talking to Hashem in my mind when I hear the neighbour's car pull in. I ignore it as I barely hear from them anymore, and I just want to be alone, darlings. So back to my inner world went I, listening to the wind blowing through the grass next to my head, the birds saying their good evenings before sunset, and my chooks scratching the ground nearby, when I hear a little voice call out, "Auntie Tanya!" I smile internally, but try not to react, but the voice comes a second time, clear and determined. How can I resist the attentions of a small child? So I roll over onto my chest and wave to little Evie, Miss 4, and her baby sister Annika, who is holding onto the fence and now clearly walking, and a little toddler. So they ask me what I am doing lying down in the grass with the cat and the chickens. So I tell them meditating, which is like talking to heaven. Their father ruins it by informing me that he is teaching them about people's beliefs and explain to them that I believe that heaven is where Bella went when she died. Evie wanted to know why Bella went away. So I said she was just too special, so she had to go up into the sky where we can't see her because it's cloudy, but she is smiling down upon us from the dog star. Her father says, yeah, the star's shaped like her funny haircut, and we grin at each other with the memory. To freak out the non-believer, 'cause I can and that's how I roll, I tell Evie, and if you are very special and very lucky, you get to see them all the time from heaven. Needlessly to say, he hurried the kids indoors, laughing my ass off. Evie is smart. She already knows about spirituality. The wise little grin said it all. She is such an intelligent, strong, solid little girl. Her ancestry is Polish and Russian. Russian on her mother's side and Polish on her father's side. Also, Australian and English and Irish, I suppose, on her mother's father's side, but her mother's grandmother was Russian. Actually, what was cute about that was when they first bought the house and moved in here, and they invited me to, can't remember if it was a birthday party or some occasion anyway. It was an important family. They did invite me, which was very kind. And the elderly grandmother was there, the Russian grandmother, and she took one look at me, with, again, my Russian features, Russian people always think I'm Russian. She took one look at me and she turned to her granddaughter and she said, your neighbour is a witch and she will bring you luck because there is nothing more lucky than living next door to a witch. And I looked at the old lady and I went, really? She said, yes. And I thought that was delightful. But I don't know how she got the idea that I was a witch just by looking at my face, mind you. But I thought that was actually delightful. And when I brought it up years later, Tash said, no, my grandmother was just senile. And no, she wasn't. She was precognitive and psychic and aware, very spiritual old lady. So because they're sort of unbelievers to a certain degree, they weren't having it. So they'd rather she be senile than be psychic, right? But anyway, I still remember that. It was quite delightful. She will bring you luck, she said. You will have nothing but good luck living next door to her. I said, what about me getting some good luck? And we laughed and laughed. Anyway. Here, I'll repeat that again. Her ancestry is Polish and Russian. I see myself in her. She is going to grow up to be so powerful, bright, and awesome. As long as she doesn't fall in love with a dirtbag, sighs. I will pray she grows up strong enough to survive the men of her generation and to master them also. Winky face. Evie and I have a unique connection. I guessed her birth not long after she was conceived. She is one little soul determined to walk this world. She announced her coming with an energy signal so strong, even I picked it up. Such a joy and such delight when we are in touch with our own soul family. 17th of March, 2011. I'm still not feeling very well, exhausted and low mood, but my darling Lynn came to visit me this morning and took me out for the day to Garden City to pick up Danny, and we all had a nice lunch together. I got to see Danny's new apartment, and it felt good getting out of my house. 17th of March 2010. Oh bugger, I hurt my back on Monday doing all that bending and digging. I am in a lot of pain and discomfort. Voltaren isn't even helping. Oh well, you get that. I am not the most physically fit person in the world, so I guess I overdid it. So tired today, and the painkillers aren't working. Oops, that's probably because I forgot to take the next dose 2 hours ago. Silly me. I am not good at popping pills, which I suppose is a good thing. Lol. And thus concludes our readings of Even Date. And haven't got a lot to say for myself today, but I'm just going to take you quickly into the kitchen and show you my lovely polished copper pots. Here they are, all shiny again. Just got to put a battery in the little Bambi clock, get her going again. I polished that, and I polished those, and I polished the cooking pots. And I've just got these 3 things left to do, and the pole, and that pole up there, and this one up there. But I'm very tired now. I'm very, very tired today. So I felt kind of okay yesterday after the wild dancing, but today I feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck. So I guess the answer to that is to rest more and take things easy. And when I should be resting and I feel exhausted, I polish copper pots. But anyway, I'm as incongruent as ever. And it's now 2:28 p.m. So I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the space-time continuum, and live your best life and be with your beloved ones who love you, and stay happy, stay wild, stay free. Much love, aroha nui from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. Bye for now.